I'm Simon Geale. I'm Chief Procurement Officer of Proxima. We're a procurement consulting firm.
We're in a period of global disruption.
Yep.
There's always shifting targets and geopolitical tensions. So beyond that, though, what really is a major pain point for you right now in 2026?
Businesses for the last 2 or 3 years have been speaking in terms of, building their models to be able to adapt in the face of disruption. But I think what's happening now is the realization that you have to design for it. So we're moving from a phase of disruption to design. And what that means is the businesses are now saying, well, we need to design in absorption into our operating models, into our supply models. And that means taking a different lens on resilience. Most people, realistically, are just going to keep gambling. But if you look at it in terms of creating a strategic asset and you reframe the conversation, then you're more likely to do it. So I think we're moving into an era whereby we are seeing a significant number of events, and the net effect of an event can be the breakdown in customer trust, and that has a direct impact on revenue. All around that, we've got the same old conversations around tech, or in this case AI, and the desire to transform through AI, which is super strong right now. Every CPO is talking about it. We've got the continuing talk around climate, which isn't going away despite what we might see, hear and read in many of the press channels. And then more so than ever, there's huge pressures on organizational cost bases. And so there's a lot of tensions in the system, which are kind of working with and against each other, which CPOs have to navigate.
How is AI helping you streamline those processes? Maybe not even in just a cost way, but in like a time way?
Yeah.
How is AI becoming such an asset to procurement?
We've probably interviewed or discussed with about 50 CPOs in the last 6 months. And the key theme, or the number one theme they wanted to talk about, was AI. People want to know what and how. Right? They're not interested in the sensationalist claims about AI is going to take your job, or AI is going to deliver this efficiency or do that efficiency. What they want to know is, what should I do first and how do I do it? They want clear, practical pathways. And there's not a lot of that advice or independent advice out there in the market, so it's pretty tricky to navigate. Yes, AI is going to speed us up. It's going to enable us to do more complex things than we could do before. It's going to enable us to make smarter decisions and better judgments. It's going to enable us to do all of those things. But you haven't got to build it all. Because a bunch of the suppliers that we see out here in the expo hall today at this event, well, they're all doing it. They're all investing in it. They're going to bring things to market faster and better than you can do yourselves. And so in many ways, the table stakes, just buy it or wait for it to come to market as utility solutions.
So if you're looking ahead then, not specifically on AI, just in general, what do you think the next 10 years looks like for a procurement professional?
Well, the great thing about the next 10 years is that no one knows. And
okay, let's say 6 months.
I can be completely wrong. No, let's say 10 years. That's fine. The parallel I always like to use is, say, construction or home building, DIY, whatever, and the ability suddenly to get power tools and design software, etc., etc. The way that we do certain things has enabled us to work faster and build faster and do more stuff and blah blah blah. But the fundamentals of why we do it are still the same. And so, trying to just translate that into a procurement world, businesses are still going to need suppliers, and that's why procurement exists. So procurement will very much exist.